In 2026, the technical barrier between a great idea and a live URL has shrunk to zero. We are talking about a professional, secure website built in 15 minutes for less than the cost of a coffee.
It is the absolute end of the builder era, and honestly, it is about time.
Welcome back to the deep dive. Today, I want to slow down a bit. I want to look at a fundamental shift in how we build the internet. For years, the web has been bifurcated. You really only had two choices. You either pay thousands for a developer, or you rent a site from a builder like Wix or Squarespace. You were a master of code or a tenant in a building.
Yeah, you are just a tenant.
Yeah.
And being a tenant is fine until the landlord raises the rent or, shuts down the building entirely.
Exactly. So today we are unpacking a guide that shatters that duality. We are looking at a 2026 guide by Max Ann. It is called Build a Website with Google Gemini 3 Pro.
This is a really fascinating document. It's not just a tutorial. We are going to explore this three-prompt framework the author lays out.
Right. We need to understand the why. That philosophy of ownership versus renting. Then we will get into the how, the discovery interview, the blueprint, and the actual code generation.
And finally, the launch. How you get this on the internet for literally tennies, using plain HTML5.
Let us start with the philosophy. The current state of web building. There is a trap in renting your digital presence.
It is the sharecropper problem. When you build on a platform, you are building on land you do not own. If they double their fees, you are stuck. You cannot export a Wix site and run it on your own server.
And the alternative proposed here is creating pure HTML5 files. It is totally spaghetti code-free engineering.
Yeah, exactly. You strip away the databases and the plugins.
And the speed is a huge factor.
It is night and day. HTML5 sites load in under 1 second. That speed is crucial for 2026 SEO. Google loves fast sites.
Plus, there is the security aspect.
Right, think of a WordPress site like a house with 50 windows. Every plugin is another window. A pure HTML site is a solid block of concrete. There is no database or plugin layer to hack. It is essentially unhackable.
And the cost is incredibly low. Hosting these static files costs around $2 to $4 a month. They specifically use Hostinger as the example provider.
Which is basically nothing.
Beat. So if we strip away the databases and the plugins, what is the actual trade-off here?
You lose dynamic complexity, but gain total ownership and speed.
Let us move to the execution. Step 1. The guide calls this the consultant interview, which uses prompt 1.
This is where people usually mess up with AI. They just tell it to build a house without a blueprint.
Prompt 1 switches Gemini from a search engine into a consultant.
And you must use Google Gemini 3 Pro.
Because of the context window,
Right.
which is the short-term memory capacity of the AI.
Exactly. It can hold a massive amount of information. You need that for long code generation, so it does not forget your color palette 20 minutes later.
Gemini turns the tables and asks you 7 specific discovery questions.
These pull the DNA of your business.
It asks for the primary purpose, like the conversion flow, and the service or product focus for the headline. It asks for the emotional tone. The guide says to base this on psychology, not personal taste. Then your top 3 unique selling propositions.
Right, the differentiation.
Then structure, single versus multi-page, the call to action, which they refer to as the cash register, and finally, your operating location for local SEO.
If you do not tell the AI where the finish line is, the user just runs in circles.
2 sec silence. Why does the guide emphasize answering the emotional tone question based on psychology, not personal taste?
Because tone dictates customer trust instantly, not just aesthetics.
That brings us to step 2, the blueprint. This is prompt 2. You take those interview answers and create a site structure.
But there is manual customization required here. You have to be the human in the loop.
Right. You feed it the specific details, your phone number, your address, and the exact list of pages like index.html and about.html.
If you do not list them, they do not get built.
Yeah.
But we run into a problem here. Static HTML sites cannot process contact forms natively.
It is a store with no way to take an order.
That is a great way to put it. The guide solves this with a tool called Web3 Forms.
Walk us through that setup.
It is a free service. It routes form submissions right to your email. You create an account, type localhost for the domain initially, and get an access key.
And you just insert that access key into prompt 3.
Exactly. So the code generated includes a working form automatically.
Beat. What happens technically if we forget to define the page list in prompt 2?
Gemini won't know how many distinct HTML files to generate.
We have the blueprint. We have the access key. Now we hit step 3, the generation phase, using prompt 3.
This is the satisfying part. Whoa, Imagine the hours of manual coding vanishing into seconds. You just watch the AI generate complete self-contained code blocks.
For every single page.
Yeah. Styling, mobile responsiveness, navigation, it all cascades down in real time, taking about 30 to 90 seconds.
But then we shift gears. Back to manual labor.
A little bit, you create a folder on your desktop. Let us name it My Website.
Then you copy the code blocks into Notepad on Windows or text edit on a Mac.
And this is a crucial step. You have to save it as all files and name them index.html, not .txt.
The .html is the magic spell.
Exactly. Then you do local testing. You open the file in a browser. It works completely offline.
And for editing, you have two paths. You can ask Gemini to rewrite the code, or because it is plain text, just open Notepad. You can change a price from $50 to $99 yourself.
Just 2-sec silence. Why is the local test phase considered the quality check? It proves the code works before you pay for hosting.
We are going to take a quick break. When we come back, we broadcast this to the world. Sponsor down. We are back. We have a folder on our desktop. It works great locally, but it is time to go live.
This is the empty setup. The guide recommends Hostinger, specifically their premium plan on a 48-month term. It acts as the cheapest option.
Let us walk through the Hostinger setup wizard, because they will try to trick you here.
Oh, absolutely. The critical choice is to select Create a Website. And then you must click Empty PHP/HTML website.
The warning is clear. Do not select WordPress. That completely defeats the purpose.
Right. From there, you access the file manager. You navigate to the public_HTML folder.
I have to admit, I still get anxious about DNS propagation, that 24-hour window where you just sit there refreshing the page, hoping it worked.
Oh yeah, the propagation panic. The guide mentions this delay is normal, but back in the file manager, you will see a default.php file. That is Hostinger's placeholder. You have to delete it.
Then for the deployment, you just drag and drop the HTML files from your desktop.
Yep, straight into the browser. You can create an images subfolder if you need to.
Let us hit a few FAQs real quick. Can you have a blog with this setup?
You can, but static blogs are really only for occasional updates. You have to manually ask Gemini for a new page every time.
What about e-commerce?
Only simple listings. If you need complex transactions, you need an external tool like Stripe.
Beat. Why is deleting default.php the specific trigger mentioned for going live?
Because that file overrides your new index.html until it is gone.
Let us do a big idea recap. We have really moved from a world of waiting weeks for quotes to a world of direct ownership.
The barrier to entry just hit 0. 3 prompts, a text editor, a $2 hosting plan. The result is a site you actually own.
It loads instantly, and you can move it anywhere.
To the listener, the internet does not care how long you planned. It cares if your site works. Pick one idea today. Answer the 7 questions. Let Gemini build version 1 today.
Build it today. Go live. It is amazing how this democratizes creation, but it leaves you with a final thought to chew on. If the technical barrier is completely gone, what becomes the new bottleneck? It seems the bottleneck shifts purely to the quality of your ideas. Thanks for listening.